Sharon and welcome back to Sharon Lindsay Yoga and Wellbeing. And thank you for supporting me on Patreon. I hope you're enjoying the classes. Today's class, we are focusing on our foundation. It's all about building a strong foundation. So it's really about our connection to the earth. It's also very much about our posture, because when our foundation is right, our posture is more in balance, more aligned. So we're going to focus on quite a lot on the feet and ankles, also on the legs, and also in our sitting postures and our lying down postures. We are going to be focusing on our foundations there also. So I hope you enjoy the practice, and please do remember to leave comments and also let me know if there are any other themes that you would like to see in my classes. So let's get started. So we're going to begin sitting comfortably, and you may wish to be on a chair, you may wish to be on the floor. So just decide what is right for you. And we are going to begin by focusing on our feet. So a very taken for granted part of the body, but all day long they are supporting us. So they need a lot of love, a lot more love than they get. So we're going to begin with the toes. So let's start with the big toe, just wiggling that toe backwards and forwards. Any foot will do. And drawing a circle with that toe. And then gently pulling on the toe to lengthen it and ease out the toe joint. Then move on to the next toe, just wiggling it backwards and forwards, and then circling, and then just pulling gently on that toe. Sometimes you might hear a little crack. That's just easing tension out of the joint. So let's move to the third toe, back and forth, drawing a circle and gently pulling on that toe. Repeat that on the fourth toe. And then gently pull, and finally the little toe. And a little pull. Okay, and then just press your thumbs, your two thumbs, into the ball of the foot. So all along from the big toe joint, along the bottom of that foot, just squeezing into that space. Then move down the foot a little and massage back and forth across that next level. And then move down a little more and just work your way towards the back of the foot, just pressing the thumbs in back and forth a couple of times on each level of the foot, until finally you get to the heel, and then just place that foot down, and we'll take the other foot and do the same. So starting with the big toe, wiggling it back and forth, circling, and then pull gently. Then the next toe. You might need to make a bit of space to circle it, and then pull, and then the next toe, the fourth toe, and the fifth toe, the baby toe. Give it a little pull, and then take your thumbs and start to work across the bottom of the foot, starting near the bottom of the toes, then working down bit by bit. A little reflexology massage here. We have lots of nerve endings in the feet, so working on the feet can be really beneficial. And just notice you might have difficulty accessing different parts of the feet. If you can't lift your foot up high, you might need to lean forward to reach the foot. And then once you're done, we're going to come to kneeling. So this is not for everyone, so if it doesn't feel right for you, feel free to just sit and draw the toes back using your hands. So we're trying to bend the toes back to stretch out the bottom of the foot. So we're going to come onto our knees and have the toes tucked under, and then just pull the outside toes out. They tend to want to curl under, so just make sure the pads of all 5 toes are on the earth. And then if you can, you're going to sit back, sit the body upright, so the weight of your body is just gently pressing down into those toes, into the balls of the feet. If this is too intense, bring your weight forward. That will ease the pressure on the feet. And if you can't do this at all, then just sit comfortably and press the toes back with your hands, just easing out any tension. So let's take a few breaths here. You can place a hand on your tummy, a hand on your chest, and focus on the belly, moving into the hand on the inhale. And the belly sinking back on the exhale. Those sensations in the feet and the legs may be beginning to build. If you need a break, bring your weight forward. But try to just soften. As you feel the sensation build, you might notice muscles wanting to tighten. Can you relax? Can you let go? Notice the sensations. The sensations may be traveling all through your body. I can actually feel the center of my chest. There's something going on there as a result of what's going on in my feet. And then just bring your weight forward. Feel the relief. Give the feet a little shake. Maybe tap the tops of the feet on the earth. And then place the tops of the feet on the mat. Try to straighten, have the feet completely straight so the heels don't roll out. Your feet are completely straight. Keeping them that way, just bring your weight back. Just setting your weight down onto the feet, checking the heels are not rolling out. You might want to widen your knees a little, widen the thighs, so you have maybe an inch or so between the thighs to help you keep the feet straight. If this is too intense, come out of it and then come back in if you like. And again, focusing on that breath. Just easing out the front of the feet. One last inhale and exhale. And then bring your weight forward, come onto the hands, release the sensation in the front of the ankles, and just circle the feet in one direction and then the other. Then we're going to make our way up to standing, bringing the feet hip width apart. And again, you want the feet to be straight. You want the ankles to be beneath the hip bones. So just place your fingers on your hip bones and draw your fingers down the thighs a little and notice if the ankles are beneath those fingers. Then lift your toes and try to spread your toes as you lower them down onto the earth, nice and wide. So you're broadening your feet out. Your knees are soft. Bring your awareness back down to your feet and feel how they're connected to the earth. Then we're just going to bend the knees without moving anything else. Bend the knees until you feel the Achilles tendons at the back of the ankles engage, until you feel you can't go any further, and then come back up. Bend the knees, come back up. If you have knee issues, this might not be for you. If you have balance issues, you might want to hold on to a chair or a wall. Straighten the knees, bend the knees, straighten the knees, and bend one last time, just mobilizing the backs of those ankles, and then come back up. Now bring your hands together at your heart, lift the chest, and begin to lift your heels off the ground, coming up onto your toes and lifting up as high as you can. Really trying to be as strong and steady as you can here, and then slowly lower back down. On the next exhale, lift the heels and lift up onto the balls of the feet. Feel into the balls of the feet, whoops. And then the heels come back down. One more time, lifting the heels, coming onto the balls of the feet. Feel the sensations in the balls of the feet. And then slowly come back down and breathe. Bring your arms down by your sides. Then let's stretch into the backs of the legs a little. So I'm going to come to the front of my mat. You can too if you're not already there. Lengthen the spine. Lengthen the crown of the head to the sky, but keep the chin parallel to the earth. Roll the shoulders back and down away from the ears. And just take a few moments in this Tadasana, feeling the feet on the earth. Let's rock the body forward a little onto the balls of the feet, rock back a little towards the heels, and then come to the center. Rock onto the left foot, then the right, then the left, then the right, and just find that center point where your weight is even between the left and right foot, between the front and backs of the feet. Then breathe in, sweep the arms up overhead, and breathe out, folding forward, bending the knees a little if you need to, but keeping them as straight as you comfortably can, and placing your hands wherever is right for you. They may reach the floor, but they may not. They may be on your shins or on your thighs. Relax the back of the neck and feel like you're lifting your sit bones to the sky as you press your feet to the earth, and you'll feel that stretch in the back of the legs gently intensify, being kind to yourself, just feeling that sensation. And then we're going to sink the hips down and lift the chest, bring the hands to the heart. Feel your feet on the earth. Lift your toes so you feel your weight moving back into your heels. Draw the tummy in, lift the chest, shoulders down. Feel your legs working here. Fold forward as you straighten the knees to a comfortable level, lifting the sit bones high, feeling the backs of the legs. Relax the neck completely. Then sit the hips down, bend the knees, lift the toes so the weight's coming into the heels as you lift the chest. Draw the tummy in, drop the shoulders. Breathe. Fold forward as you straighten the knees, relax the neck, lift the sit bones to the sky and breathe. Bend the knees a little deeper as you place the hands flat on the earth and step the feet back to plank and press the earth away. Your fingers are spread, and if you need support, your knees go down onto the mat. Keep breathing. And then place your knees down. Bend the elbows as you lower your chin, your nose to the earth, sending your tailbone to the sky. Lower slowly down and then draw the chest forward and up. The pelvis comes down as you come onto the tops of your legs. And breathe. Press into the hands and come back onto your knees. Bring the big toes together, widen the knees and sit your sit back bones back onto your heels as you lower your forehead to the mat. And as you breathe in, feel the front of your shins on the earth. Feel your rib cage expand into your inner thighs. As you breathe out, feel your rib cage contract. Feel that connection with the earth. And slowly come back up onto your hands and knees and adjust the knees so the shins are parallel to the earth. Curl the toes and lift the sit bones to the sky for downward facing dog. Bring all of your awareness to your hands. Your fingers are spread wide and the center of your palms are pushing the earth away, lifting your sit bones up to the sky, relaxing your neck. Feel that strength in your arms. And then we're going to step the right foot forward between the hands. So look forward, keep your hips high, lift your thigh to your rib cage, and then place that foot down. Staying up on your back foot, pressing into the back heel to keep that leg strong, and then sweep your arms overhead, relaxing the shoulders. If that's too intense, your hands can be at your heart, and breathe. Feel like you're pressing your front foot down into the earth. Feel that power. Feel like you're lengthening your fingertips to the sky, so your front foot is pushing your fingertips to the sky. And then place the hands on either side of that foot. Step the back foot forward to meet the front. Fold over the thighs, relax the neck. Place the hands on the mat and step back to plank. And breathe. Press the earth away with your hands. Again, your knees can be down if you like. As you press the earth away, feel the center of your spine between your shoulder blades lifting to the sky. Your pelvis stays in line with your heels and your shoulders. And breathe. And then place your knees down. Bend the elbows as you lower your nose to the earth. Send the tailbone up. And then inhale, draw the body forward. Lift the chest. Draw the shoulders back and down, away from the ears. And breathe. Press the tops of the feet into the earth. Press back onto the knees. Big toes come together, widen the knees, and send the sit bones back to the heels. And feel the fronts of the legs connecting heavily with the earth. Feel the sit bones resting heavily back towards your heels. And then lengthen the spine forward, the arms reaching forward. Feel that sensation of the weight being in the lower body, with the upper body being relaxed and long. And then begin to lift the hips, coming up onto the knees. Adjust the shins to bring them parallel to each other. Check that your fingers are spread wide as you curl the toes and lift the sit bones to the sky. The fingers are spread wide. Feel the knuckles, the backs of the knuckles pressing down into the earth. So the finger joints on the palms pressing down into the earth. And then when you're ready, we're going to step the left foot forward between the hands. So keep your hips high. Bring the thigh to the ribs. Bring your weight forward, shoulders over the hands, and your foot comes down between the hands. Lengthen the back heel so that back leg is strong and straight. And then when you're ready, the body comes up, the arms come up if you want to, or you can have your hands at your heart. And then you're pressing down into that front foot to lengthen your spine and your arms towards the sky. So the power from your leg is helping you to lengthen the upper body. It's a very subtle sensation, but just notice if you can feel that energy. And then place your hands down on either side of the foot, and we'll step back to downward facing dog. And breathe. Then we're going to come down onto the knees. Come onto the tops of the feet. And then make your way down onto your forearms and onto your tummy. So we want to have the elbows beneath the shoulders, the forearms parallel, the palms flat on the earth. You're on the tops of your feet, and then you're grounding down now through your forearms. So as you press into your forearms, feel the chest lift as you gaze forward. Imagine you're breathing in through the pelvis up to the heart, and then breathing out from the heart to the pelvis. Now perhaps you can breathe from your pelvis to the crown of the head, from the crown of the head to the pelvis as you exhale. And then slowly lower down onto your tummy. Bring your arms down by your side and rest one cheek on the mat, or stack one hand on top of the other and rest your forehead on your hands. And as you breathe in, feel your tummy and ribs expand into the earth, and it feels like the back of your body is lifting away from the earth. As you breathe out, feel the tummy and rib cage contract. The tummy sinks in towards the spine, and the body sinks onto the earth. Breathe in, press the earth away. Breathe out, melt into the earth as the tummy empties, the rib cage empties. Continue to breathe like this, feeling that connection on so it's the space just above your tummy button where your diaphragm is moving with the breath. So as you breathe in, you feel that area expand into the earth, pressing the earth away. As you breathe out, you feel it soften and the body melt. Then when you're ready, we're going to press into our hands and bring ourselves slowly up to sitting. So, coming to sit with your legs crossed if you can, but if not, in a comfortable seated position, and feel your sit bones connected to the earth. Lengthen your spine and drop the shoulders down. And then we're going to bend at the elbows, cross the left elbow over the right, bring the backs of the hands towards each other, then continue if you can to connect the palms. Lift the elbows, press the hands forward a little and tuck the chin slightly if you like. Then from here, we're really going to bring our awareness to the sit bones. So feel those sit bones on the earth and imagine you're nestling them down into the earth and you're lifting the crown of the head, the top of the head, away from the sit bones. The sit bones feel heavy, they feel rooted. And as you breathe in through those sit bones, through the pelvis, up through the body to the crown of the head. As you breathe out, with your imagination, send that breath from the crown of the head back down through the body, out through the pelvis and into the earth. One more breath. And then release the hands and slowly unwind the arms. Okay, let's bring the soles of the feet together, keeping the heels close to the groin and holding on to the ankles or the outside edges of the feet, so you can clasp the hands and hold the outside edges of the feet. Lengthen your spine as you try to lower your knees a little closer to the earth. And then if you like, lengthen the body forward, folding over your butterfly pose, feeling those inner thighs. And breathe. Keep the spine long, whether you're sitting up or folding forward. You want to be drawing the shoulders down, sending the sit bones back or down, and sending the shoulders or the crown of the head to the sky or forward. So you have length in the spine. And then slowly come back up. And then just bring your knees together. Extend the legs out in front and then widen the legs. Flex the toes towards your shins. The toes are pointing towards the sky. Lift the body upright, lengthen the arms towards the sky, and then exhale, reach up and forward, reaching as far as you can, the arms lengthening out in front, the head reaching forward too. You'll feel your weight press down into your heels as you try to lengthen the head forward and the sit bones back. Finding your comfortable maximum. Continue to breathe into the tummy and the rib cage. And then slowly walk the hands towards you as you come back upright. Then let's come back to sitting comfortably, cross-legged if you can, or your own preferred comfortable seated position. And then we're going to bend the elbows, and this time the right elbow crosses over the left. The backs of the hands move towards each other. And either press the backs of the hands together or go a little further and connect the palms. Then you're lifting your elbows, pressing your hands forward and tucking your chin slightly. And then bring your awareness to your sit bones as they root down into the earth. The spine lengthens, the crown of the head lengthens to the sky. And then imagine you're breathing in through the pelvis, from the earth, up through the body to the crown of the head. Breathing out from the crown of the head, down the spine and back out into the earth. Continue breathing in your own time, using your imagination to visualize that energy flow. Inhaling energy from the earth to the crown of the head. Exhaling what you no longer need from the crown of the head back out into the earth. And then release the hands and slowly unwind. Just resting the arms, the hands on your legs. Then we're going to extend our legs out in front of us. And we're going to cross the left leg over the right leg, flexing the toes on that straight right leg to keep that straight leg active. We're going to lengthen the spine and then twist the body, bring your tummy onto that inner thigh on the left leg, wrap your elbow around your knee, keep twisting, and then place your fingertips on the mat behind you to help lift you up. So the lifting comes from the muscles in the spine. The fingers are just there for gentle support. They're not what's lifting you. You're lifting yourself with your back muscles. And breathe in and out. And then exhale to slowly unwind, coming back to the front. Then straighten that leg. And we'll bend the other leg, stepping that foot to the outside of that thigh, lifting the body tall, flexing the feet, the foot on the straight leg, lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, twist the body using your muscles, don't use your arms, so that your tummy button is moving towards your thigh. Then wrap the arm around the knee, gaze over your right shoulder. With a long, tall spine, place your fingers down to help lengthen you just a tiny bit more. And breathe. And then exhale, slowly unwind back to the front. Uncross that leg. And then bend your knees, so slide forward until your knees are bent. Place your elbows down and lie down onto your back. Resting the back of the head on the earth. Spreading the shoulder blades, so the back of the shoulder blades, or the upper back, rests flat on the earth. Your arms resting by your side, your knees bent, and your feet hip width apart. And then, as you exhale, tilt the pelvis towards you, flattening the low back. Inhale, tilt the pelvis away, so you're pressing your tailbone towards the earth, and this little arch in the low back grows larger. Exhale, draw in your pelvic floor and feel your low back connect to the earth. I'll just move my arms out the way if you want to check how this looks. Inhale, tilt the pelvis forward, you feel the back arching. Exhale, engage the pelvic floor and flatten the low back, tilting the pelvis towards you. Inhale, tilt away. Exhale, tilt towards you. So it's a very subtle movement, just engaging that pelvic floor. Keep moving. Feel how this subtle movement changes your connection with the earth. Continue in your own time. And then on your next exhale, you're going to continue the movement. So you're going to peel the tailbone off the earth, then the sacrum, then the low back, then the mid back. Pressing into your feet, you're lifting your pelvis to the sky. Your chin tucks to your chest. Your glutes are switched on, they're lifting you higher. Your knees are pressing forward. You've made your way up into bridge. And feel those connection points, that space between the shoulders, pressing down into the earth. Feel the tummy expand on the inhale, contract on the exhale. And on the next exhale, roll slowly down the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, until finally the tailbone reaches the earth. Then we're going to widen the knees, place the soles of the feet together, and just rock from side to side a few times. And then just come to stillness in your butterfly. Feeling the back of the head and the back of the shoulders and the pelvis on the earth. The edges of the feet on the earth. And the shoulders are relaxed. And then we're going to bring the knees together and just step the feet a little wider, step the feet to hip width apart. And we're going to cross the right knee over the left knee. And then allow the knees to roll over to the left, coming into a twist. You can turn your head to the right in the opposite direction from your knees. And then bring your knees back to center. Uncross the legs. And then cross the left leg, the left knee over the right. So the knees stacked directly on top of the right knee. And then just allow those knees to fall over to the right as you turn your head to the left, keeping the shoulder down. And then bring the knees back to center. Uncross that leg. And then we're going to lift both legs towards the sky, pointing your toes. Feel your low back connected with the earth. Feel the backs of your arms on the earth, the backs of the shoulders, the back of the head, the low back and the sacrum. Feel the whole back of the body really rooting down as your legs lengthen to the sky. Your knees can be bent if they need to be, no problem with that. And the breath is still flowing. And then we're just going to bend the knees. Place the feet on the outside edges of the mat and allow the knees to come together in constructive rest pose. So the feet are wide and the knees are coming together. Then we'll widen the knees and extend one leg long and then the other leg. Allow the feet to be floppy at the ends of the legs. Feel your shoulders spread across the mat, so feel the center of the shoulder blades, the spine between the shoulder blades on the earth. Feel the shoulder blades on the earth and then feel the upper arms on the earth. So feel that you're broadening your shoulders out. Backs of the hands are on the earth. The fingers are loosely curled. Feel the back of the head heavy on the earth. Tuck the chin slightly to lengthen the neck. And feel every part of your body that's in contact with the earth. As you breathe in, imagine you're breathing in through the back of the body. As you breathe out, allow the body to soften and melt. Breathe in. Imagine you're breathing in through each of the contact points at the back of the body. As you breathe out, feel each of those contact points melt into the earth. Any muscles that are holding on can relax. Feeling supported by the earth, supported by gravity. Allow your body to remain still as your breath continues to flow gently and naturally. And your mind stays connected to the sensations in your body. If any thoughts come, just let them go. When you're ready, begin to move your fingers and toes. You might like to turn your head gently from side to side. If you like, you can stretch your arms overhead and stretch the legs in the opposite direction. And if you like, you can hug your knees to your chest. Then allow yourself to roll onto one side, coming to the fetal position. Take a few moments here. Then place your top hand on the earth and gently press yourself up to a comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes closed if you can. Feeling your sit bones on the earth. Feeling the hands rest on the thighs, the spine long and tall. And as you breathe in, imagine you're breathing in through the pelvis to the crown of the head. Breathing out from the crown of the head back down through the body and out to the earth. Breathing in through the pelvis to the crown of the head. Breathing out from the crown of the head back out into the earth. Feel like you're completely connected to the earth. Then bringing your hands together, rubbing them briskly to build heat. Feel that warmth build. And then place the warm palms over your closed eyes, absorbing that heat and opening the eyes into the darkness. And when you're ready, slowly sliding the hands down the face, resting the hands on the legs. And Then we're going to spend some time practicing alternate nostril breathing, a very grounding breathwork practice. So resting your thumb on your nostril and then your ring finger, or whichever finger is comfortable, on the other nostril. Breathe in through both nostrils. Close the right and breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Close the left. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Close the right. Breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Close the left. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Close the right. Breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Close the left. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Close the right. Breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Close the left. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Close the right. Breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Close the left. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Close the right. Breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Close the left. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Close the right. Breathe out through the left. Release the hand and just breathe in and out through both nostrils. And I'll end with a chant of Om, which you're welcome to join or just listen to. Breathing in. Om. Bringing the hands together at the heart, connecting with your compassion, raising the hands to the forehead, connecting with your inner wisdom, and bowing forward in gratitude, taking a moment to notice what you are grateful for today, and slowly come back up whenever you feel ready. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next class.